Here's the outside. Haven't washed it yet, I just pulled it out real quick. I mentioned there's 2 dents on the back quarter panel right here. There's 2 of them. Kind of hard to see. They're not too big. I assume they can be pretty easily popped out from the inside because they're not in a really bad spot. I had the tail lights blacked out. They're VHT'd. And they're really glossy. They look really good. They're dusty right now. I haven't washed the car yet. There's the exhaust. All the way up to the Y pipe. Passenger side looks really good. There's no dents or scratches or anything in the paint, and it still shines up really good. The wheels were just painted black. They're actually pretty nice still. They're dirty right now. They're usually glossy looking after you wash it, but there's a chip there and here from when I got the back tires on, and the other side has like 1 chip up there, but it's just spray on paint, so it's not too hard to get them redone. Here's the part that I said the front probably needs repainted. It had a bra on it. You can see this could all be buffed out, but there's a line on the hood where the bra was, and I took it off once I got it because I didn't think it looked very good with the bra on it. But this side all looks really good, but like from here, here's some chips here, but from here over to about up here on the fender, there's a weird fade thing that it's doing. I don't really know what happened, but that's the only defects in the paint on the whole car. Otherwise it looks really good all around. The hood looks really good. There's a small dent here. I don't really know. You can't even really tell unless you're like right next to it, but nothing bad. Interior. Turn the tape off. Here's the driver's seat. It's really nice for what it is. How many years is on this car, or how old the car is. Here's a small tear right here in the front driver's seat, and that's really all that's wrong with the driver's seat. The carpet looks really nice still. I still gotta vacuum it, but no car seats or floor mats. It never had them when I bought it, but I didn't really drive it much because I bought it right before winter, and it sat, so look really nice. The back seats look pretty much perfect. All the defects with the interior, this was glued in for some reason. I don't know why, unless they accidentally broke it when they went to put it back in, but it doesn't move or anything, but that's the problem with that. And this has a different holder, like screw that goes in for some reason. It was missing this piece here when I bought it, and it's the same one on the passenger side. It didn't bother me one bit. You could probably pick one up real cheap on eBay. This is kind of worn, the shift boot, but I don't really care too much about that either. Otherwise, everything else looks great. There's a crack in the vent up here, right there. Just a piece missing, but no cracks up top, none. And that's pretty rare with these. You usually see a big crack on the dash, but it was pretty well kept. When I got the car, it didn't have any tent. It was pretty much completely stock. I threw the tent on because these T-tops can be really hard on these cars because the sun comes through the top like it did here, and it kind of ate away the sun visor. But yeah, I threw the tent on the T-top so it's a lot more comfortable driving when it's sunny out. These are like stapled on. I bought it that way too, but otherwise everything else is holding up really good on the top. But right in the corners, must be when they had the T-tops off it got loose. But I'm assuming that wouldn't be too hard of a fix to get that to stay up there. Passenger seat looks great. There's no tears in this one. There's a scuff mark right there. I can't even think of anything else that. Oh yeah, here's the window switch I mentioned. It's hidden away in the ashtray. Fits perfect in there. Light comes on when you turn it on. Light goes off when you turn it off, so you know. Otherwise, if you leave it on by accident, when you turn the car off, it automatically shuts the fan off, so you don't have to worry about running your battery dead. I'll go ahead and start it up and then show you the motor and let you hear the exhaust. great. I mentioned in my post that it does have a check engine light, and I took it to O'Reilly's and had the diagnostics machine hooked to it, and it says a bad O2 sensor. And when I bought the car, I don't know why I never got it done. It's like $50 for new O2 sensor. It's on the passenger side, the one off the manifold, the closest one towards the motor. That's the O2 sensor that needs replaced. It's like 50 some bucks for a nice, I don't know what the brands are, Delco, AC Delco, I don't know what the brands are, Denso or something like that. And that would fix that. The things that the O2 sensor, the reason why it needs replaced is sometimes when the motor is really cooled, which it is right now. Sometimes it starts right up, it'll crank over a few times before it wants to start, and then it won't idle perfect until it's warmed up. But that's kind of rare. Otherwise, it usually does this for me and idles really good. But it's never died on me. It starts every time. It never doesn't start. So, I mean, that's if it did die on me, I would have already had it fixed. But I didn't really. I'm kind of lazy. I didn't have the time to do it. Okay, I'll show you the motor. Motor. Just got a eBay intake on it, and it's got I just put a new filter on it. No knocks, no nothing. Runs really good. I changed the oil every 3,000 miles. Here's where the fan's hooked up, and nothing's hanging loose or anything. It's all tied up good. Yeah, it doesn't have AC. There's where the AC lines would go, and there's where the tank would go with the Freon. It does have the compressor still. But yeah, if you want AC, you got to get the lines hooked up. I'll rev it up a little bit so you can hear the exhaust. There it is. I gotta be at work here in a little bit, otherwise I'd take it for a drive, but I'll make another video of me driving it so you can see how it runs going down the road. Alright, thanks.